Hey, what's up? Scott Balkin here with Imagination Creation Films, and today, well, it's week 7 of the SB50 Cinematography Challenge with Bill Howard and myself as your host. And this week, I took the challenge away from Bill because Bill is currently in outer space. He went out to gather some asteroids for some of these divers that lost them when they were catapulted out of the sea into orbit, but they had asteroids in their hand that they were trying to recover from the recovery vehicle from the submarine that was trapped underneath the asteroid that landed on it. So Bill's out in space right now gathering those asteroids. I'm not really sure how you gather them, but he's Bill. I mean, we don't question the Bill. So this week's challenge is the medium close-up. Now we're gonna start diving into framing of humans and people and things. So the medium close-up, it's the first one we're gonna do because it's also the easiest. Now, before we get into this, I wanna point out we're gonna be throwing in all additional stuff into each one. So from now on, we want you to be using the vertical and the horizontal rule of thirds in all of your compositions. So try to make sure your story supports what you're doing and then line them up horizontally or vertically, but also don't be afraid to break the rules if you need to, if it supports your story. But we're going to be using the vertical and horizontal rule of thirds in all of these new shots. So this one is medium close-up, and medium close-up is basically everything from just above your stomach, below your chest, up above your head. And I mean, I'm kind of in more of a medium shot where it's kind of the waist above, but I'll be taking a couple of examples that you can see right here. These are all medium shots. Notice how I'm keeping my eyes right at about the third level, or keeping her eyes at the third level there. Also trying to frame them accordingly depending on what it is. So if they're looking at the sunset, I'm gonna give them breathing room on that vertical third, so that you can know that they're looking towards the sun, that kind of thing. And then I'm just kind of cutting them right there. You don't really want to crop and post, you can do it, but if you could just frame it from your camera, and that if you don't have a zoom, just move the camera forward. Make sure you're focusing on the eyes. The eyes are the most important if you're doing a human. If you're doing an animal, make sure you get the face. If you're doing a flower, make sure you are doing the petals themselves, or maybe the part of the inside. And again, doesn't have to be human. Medium close-up can be a flower. It just means cutting off parts of the flower and lining them up accordingly. So just take a human, take a flower, cut them at about the same spot, and it'll end up being a medium close-up shot. So go out there, film 5 to 10 seconds of a medium close-up. Try to remember those rule of thirds, both horizontal and vertical. Make sure you're telling a little bit of a story. Don't try to add in other stuff, pans and tilts and all that. We're gonna get there, we're gonna trust me. We're gonna get through these types of shots. Then we're gonna introduce the parallax into various methods. We've got a whole slew of stuff planned for you guys, so let's just take it one step at a time and don't rush, because if you can build this into your brain, it's gonna serve you well. So get out there, 5 to 10 seconds, upload it to Facebook. Make sure you are following both Bill's channel and my channel. Make sure you're subscribed to the SB50 Cinematography Challenge Facebook group, and be sure and comment and talk to all the other people and interact with them and tell them what you like, what you don't like, what you'd change, what you do differently. Give people options, and then let them give you options as well, because that's what this is about. So as I always like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions.